Damn, you know what? That sure is one hell of a nice antique sewing machine. By law, it's mine now, bitch. Mind game after mind game, after cheating game, after mental and emotional beatdown, more money, more shit, more bullshit. Taking care of it today. And after today, if you so much as fucking message me or speak a word of my name, oh my God, you have no idea. I have people that are just waiting on me to undo the leash, baby. And they coming for you. See, what TikTok doesn't know is around here in her own hometown, she has nobody because of who she really is and how she really acts. And it's funny that I've got more people in her hometown that support me and have been telling me to leave than she's got to even talk to because nobody wants to fucking talk to her. Gonna need you a couple new bras too. Since y'all are talking about that. Not that you got anything there to push up anyway, honey. It's alright. Some of y'all have that problem. I didn't. What the fuck was I gonna do? Fuck was I gonna do? Y'all come deal with Florida cops in a shithole town. With something like that. Be a man in the situation and see how it works for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you ain't gotta like me. I don't give a fuck. What happened? I was done with that bitch, like I said. And she still got people running her fucking mouth. And stalking me and every fucking thing else. I ain't putting up with it. She had every chance to get her shit out. She has been off 8 days of the fucking 2 weeks that she physically hasn't been here. And the only reason she was here last time is because I couldn't fucking say no. Now there's been enough time lapse I can. And you fucked up. Yeah, she does it for a reason. Because manipulators and users and women who need a man to do something for them that they can't do themselves treat men like that. Lie, manipulate, beat down after beat down. For instance, as I'm rushing her cat to the ER, they got bit because she was inside sleeping while I was building a deck, dealing with the dog, and watching her kid and my too. On the way to the ER, she starts screaming at me about my mom and my sister and how I'm a piece of shit. What the fuck does that have to do with your cat dying? I ain't putting up with it. You ladies don't get that emotional excuse. You're still a grown-ass motherfucking woman. And you're responsible for how you act and react. No fucking body else. You don't get the excuse, oh, but I'm a lady. Nah, he ain't supposed to. He's supposed to kick your motherfucking ass out the door if you ain't gonna fucking listen. Especially when he's paying all the goddamn bills and you think you gonna call the shots in his house. Got me fucked up. This China doll was a China doll. Terrence. This fucking bullshit ass wedding dress you had for some reason or another. Looks a lot better now. By law, Everything I'm doing right now is 110% legal. I double and triple check, and I'm doing it on live so that I can download the video, and that'd be the last thing she ever heard from me. And she can be reminded constantly that this is what happens when you think you run somebody else's fucking house and can treat them like shit, put them down, their kids, their mom, use them in and out, mind game, up, down, high, low, push away, shove back. Nah, not me. I'm gonna shove you all the way away. And you're gonna be living in straight hell, because what she won't tell y'all is the time she's messaged me, oh, I love you, can we talk? No, we can't. We have plenty of time to fucking talk. And you want to fucking scream and yell and disappear with your fuck boys. Guess what? For the past 6 months, since I know that's what you were doing, there's been more than one occasion where it was just a little extra salty for you and you liked it. Right after they left. Yeah, how you like that? Oh yeah, you want to be dirty? I got you, honey. Guess rolling around with trash, you're starting to find out that you're starting to fucking stink, huh? What else? Sure hope none of this jewelry means nothing to you. Or that phone. Damn, that feels good. That feels real good. I wonder if that was your grandma's or something. Damn. See what happens when you make other people responsible for this your shit? Oh, look, a love letter, one of the baby daddies. Damn, that feels good. That feels really fucking good. Hey, actually, I think I'll keep that koozie. I need it more than you do, since you supposedly don't drink now, right? I do. No, we won't. She'll be in jail next week for abandoning this damn cat. Making it somebody else's responsibility because, you know, she's such a strong, independent woman, right? That's why she was asking somebody else to come get her cat, because, you know, she's never responsible for her own shit, you know? Always somebody else's fault. Damn. Probably could have sold those, but it feels way better to throw it in that goddamn bucket. Time for you to go. Been time. You've had a year and a half to get your shit together and get the fuck out. Well, that was my picture of my son. You don't need that. I'm taking care of all this bullshit right now. I ain't carrying any of this negative dumb shit with me. Keyboard. Was the keyboard. Look at this thieving ass bitch trying to take my shit. I think that was her dad that passed. Old phone. Huh. Oh no, this is no. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to. She had no regard for anybody else. No give a fuck. Had no care in the world what kind of mental and emotional turmoil she puts everybody else through. And how bad her shit really stinks. Now I'm gonna take a scoop of it and put it in her nostrils so she can smell it clearly. I don't care. Let them say whatever they want to about me. I still never got it on with my sibling, okay? And I don't have an aunt who did anything with a goat for just a little bit of cash to get that fixed, you know? Yeah. Nothing's fucked up as that. So yes, I am every bit that piece of shit you're claiming I am. Please believe that thoroughly. And think about it before you come fucking with me, because all you really gonna do is sit here and run your goddamn mouth on TikTok. That's the difference between me and you. Maybe this time I can have some ladies here and them not ask, oh, who's all that lady shit in the shed? Nothing. Don't worry about it. It's going to happen anyway. Ain't like that. Taryn, who's that? I can't hear you over the feeling of feeling something. Hear that? That's what every one of your replacements sounds like, honey. No, I won't. By noon, I'll probably still be dealing with animal control and the cops because she abandoned her cat out here. And legitimately told me to euthanize it. I'm on the bad stuff. That's funny. There's people who've sat here and looked at me all goddamn day long and watched me not do anything but mind my own fucking business and try to get that bitch out of my life. It's funny you say that. Ain't no meth here, homie. Actually, better yet, there's a ton of it. And this redhead, her name's Taryn Cruz. Go get it, homie. Please. She's a great woman. You're going to love her. Best I ever had. And, yeah, all that mushy gushy shit too. Yeah. I don't know. Why would she disappear for 3 to 5 days every couple fucking weeks? You tell me. She's the one who's either got substances or other people going on. And I'm pretty confident it's both. So why would other people be in my shed that her shit was in? I don't know. Same reason it tasted extra salty after she got home, huh? For her, not me. I've got messages in my phone where her fussing about me not doing none of that or even touching her. That's why. Now you know. Yeah, yeah. So you don't like it when somebody's better at the game that you started, huh? Yep. If I was any better, my first and last name would be Pimpin'. I didn't. Florida laws prohibited me from telling her she couldn't come back. So now I don't give a fuck what the law says. Even if I go to jail for this right here, guess what? She still ain't gonna have none of this shit when I get out. And she still ain't gonna have any goddamn reason to come back to my house when I get out. And guess what? My bills are paid and everything's gonna sit right here exactly the way it is now, and nobody's gonna touch it until I got out. Because I got money like that. How about you with your Wayfair job? Their third shift? Damn, a whole lot of your kids' shit is just gonna make somebody else's responsibility just to cry and play victim. Oh, sound like Sophia. Ooh, that's her daughter. Ooh, ooh. And we'll do that for 2 and 3 hours on end because her mama's not a mama and won't do nothing about it. And then we'll take her ass to the goddamn dollar store to get that fucking toy she wanted. Right after that. Yeah, she doesn't, in no way, shape, or form, is she anything good for any kids at all. Yeah. Yeah, you deal with her daughter screaming like that for 3, 4 hours on end, telling everybody she hates them, starting fights with her 6-year-old little brother and putting hands on him as she's 12 years old and the size of me. And then you tell her, hey, don't let her do that. And then you deal with the wrath that you get just for that. No. Mm-mm. My kids are taken care of. Her kids are her responsibility. Okay. I don't go fuck what happens to them. Okay. I don't want to see anything bad happen to the kids, especially her little boy. But there's no hope for her daughter. That is a lost cause of a child. And Paul Smith, which is Taryn's daddy, baby daddy, he ain't fucking helping that child neither, and is fucking single wide at 38 goddamn years old, still working $15 an hour on his knees installing flooring. Thinking he's somebody. Yeah, I'm taking every fucking bit of this to the dump. Yep, every bit of it. I ain't even gonna sit around long enough to burn it. I'm gonna pull up to the fucking dump, and I'm gonna scoop it the fuck out. I am proud of this crash out. Well, I'm proud of this crash out. But that's what caused it, is she's proud of her crash outs. She's proud of the bullshit she puts people through. And then she wants to cry when she gets this. Boo-hoo. No, but I don't know if any of the rest of y'all have heard the past week I've been on here, and every time my kids address me, it's as sir. And damn sure my youngest. All I gotta do is look at my youngest and say, hey, go do that. And he's on it. Try that with either one of her kids. She can't do that her own goddamn self. She can't raise fucking kids too. Who fears me? Your kids should fear you. You're parenting wrong if not. My kids won't tell me they hate me, okay? Like you let your kids do, like she lets her kids do. Okay, my kids won't tell me they hate me. Matter of fact, I wore my boy's tail out pretty good. Just the other day, you know what he tells me every morning when he wakes up, every morning before he goes to bed, and sometimes randomly with a hug too? I love you, Dad. You're the best. Yeah, I know I am. You gonna talk shit about me and a daddy, and I'm gonna put up a couple $1,000 bet that my 9 and 10-year-old can take care of themselves better than your 15, 16, and 17-year-old. And has a better grip on reality than this 34-year-old. I'm not some crazy fucking wealthy man, but I'm not a lowlife or a broke ass either. Yeah, because I can be. My bills are paid. My kids are fed. They're happy. They got 4-wheelers, 6.25 acres. They get to hunt. They get to fish. They can take care of themselves better than most of y'all's 15 to 16-year-olds can because I raised them too. You think they figured out how to work the microwave by themselves? No, they didn't. Not only do I give my kids the world and do they have a life that most kids can only dream about, but they respect me and they love me too. Don't tell me they hate me. Address me as yes, sir. Yeah, it's always okay for women to do it. But when it's a man and he's finally had enough and ain't going to keep his mouth shut about it anymore, it's a fucking problem. And that's fantastic because I'm the one. You're either going to do something about it or shut the fuck up and get out my way. And I got promise you, I got money. You going to go try to do something about it and you ain't going to do a goddamn thing. And when it comes to my kids, telling my kids you're going to grow up and be a piece of shit like their daddy, telling my kids the reason their mommy ain't around is because they're a piece of shit daddy. Now, somebody gets to go tell your kids, hey, the reason your mommy ain't around, she doesn't care enough to get her shit together. She doesn't love you. Don't worry. I don't have to say none of that. I can assure you both of your baby daddies have been saying that, which is part of why your kids are fucked up, yet you still won't do anything as a mom. Get your shit together and give them better. Just let them live trash. That's what you did, right? That's what you learned from your mama. That's what you learned from your daddy, right? Just let them live in trash. It's okay. You can just use somebody else to get what you want, right? See how that works for you? Yes, dude. Yes. Same one who called me to come save her from DUI, and then the same night showed back up here 3 times, and I had to fucking have the cops out here 3 times, kicking hole in my goddamn wall, dragging through shit all through the fucking yard. And then she tells y'all, last time she fucking told y'all this was her house. Well, then why she keep leaving her goddamn house? You see what I'm saying? She can't do anything but fucking lie. No, I did say she didn't have to work. But if you're not going to work, you ain't going to sit here and stress me the fuck out either. I didn't say you didn't just get to do nothing at all, okay? I can cook and clean my own goddamn dishes. And you only fucking half-ass clean. I ain't never seen somebody clean an entire house, spending a whole goddamn day cleaning an entire fucking house and not move the coffee pot, not pull the microwave out, not move the paper towel rack over or the utensil holder over. It's gross, dude. Ain't nobody doing this to fucking make money. This don't pay enough. You know what? Whatever. Yeah, this is for money. And over the past 2 weeks being on TikTok working, I got $11.47. That'll help her get her next fix. But mine costs real fucking money and don't come from some guy on the corner in a fucking bad part of town. That's what my fix looks like. And for 2 years, because she was a priority, it hasn't been ridden. For the past year, you haven't either. And that's probably why you so goddamn mad. At least not by me. We did. We separated a while ago. And then her crocodile tears came back for Christmas. And I told her when she came back, I didn't want her to come back. There was that little bit right when I got off of TikTok. After that, I went to her. I said, you know what? I really just don't think this is ever going to happen. I don't think you're ever going to respect me. I don't think you're ever going to appreciate a man that's home every night and works his ass off and comes home and just wants peace and to be hugged and loved on. That's it. I don't want to deal with your kids. Deal with your own goddamn kids. You ain't watching my kids. You ain't got to watch my kids. They're good fucking kids. They're not always into something. Her 12-year-old daughter. What was this? Right when she came back for Christmas. 12-year-old daughter got into a bag of powdered sugar. And I shit you not. It was all in my fucking kitchen, through the goddamn kitchen, through the living room, down the hallway. And then we found it where she just took her fingers. You could see in the powdered sugar on the floor. She just took her fingers and tried to sweep it under the bed. Fucking gross. 12 years old, her 12-year-old. Better yet, I bet you I could walk in that goddamn room right now and still find pieces of it. 12-year-old daughter. And this shit I got to put up with when I come home after slinging a goddamn pickaxe or post hole diggers in the fucking sun for 12 fucking hours. And then you wonder why I'm like this. Bought her, that black four-wheeler sitting right in there, I bought that one for her daughter. There's one sitting in front of it that I gave that one to her son and put brand new tires and a chain on it right beforehand. Now I didn't have to, I'm not one of these little fuck boys, all right? I can change tires my goddamn self. You fucked up. I know the man I am and what I bring to the table. And this is the man you fucking wanted. Don't cry because you got him. I told you. I fucking told you. I told you when you came back, the next time you said a damn word about my mama when she didn't have nothing to do with it. Oh, by the way, the next day after she cussed me out and told me I was a piece of shit, said all that shit on the way to the vet about my mom, she messaged my mom the next morning asking for advice. You know what I told my mom? Tell her to fuck off. I find it ironic she reached out to you for advice after she ain't never had a first goddamn good thing to say about you. What it is, my mom is a real woman. A strong woman. A loving woman with a big heart. Someone you can sit down and have a conversation with. Someone that's going to listen. Someone that's going to take care of you. And that threatens and intimidates and scares the ever-living fucking shit out of a little girl like you. And that's why you always in a competition with anybody that I care about. Whether my kids, even my kids and my mama. That's bad, dude. To be that fucking insecure. To have daddy issues that fucking bad. I ain't your goddamn daddy. Oh yeah, I cracked this one for the haters. 8:30 in the morning, baby. If you're gonna call me an alcoholic, don't offend me. Call me a drunk. Alcoholics need alcohol. I already got it, honey. No, I'm not working today. I don't know what y'all don't get, dude. Like, y'all don't understand. I get paid $3, $4, $5, $6+ thousand just to show up and shake hands with the customer and leave in the same fucking hour. Okay? I don't have to fucking work if I don't want to work. If I wanted to sit here every goddamn day and get plastered, I could. And my bills would be paid. You goddamn right it's nice. I busted my fucking ass to earn that position in life. You're goddamn right it's nice. Y'all want to see something? Let me show y'all. I'm going to show y'all something. Let me show you the kind of man she really had versus the man she wants to lie and say she had so that she can get sympathy because she just wants to be such a victim. 3.5 years. Never, not one time did I ever have a packed lunch handed me on the way out the door. And not only did I do shit like that for her, I write her notes like this too when I do it. Yeah, and I stuck that in there with her favorite snack I made sure to have in that lunchbox I got from the gas station. Oh, and I cooked her, it was steak that I cooked to send in that fucking, yeah. So, yeah, that's the kind of man she had. And this is the man, that man becomes when you consistently show him how ungrateful you are and how hateful and cold and little any of it ever meant to you. This is the kind of man that creates. So nah, you ain't just dealing with a piece of shit. You dealing with a fed up piece of shit now. Well, I don't get it. Yeah, I know why she left, because I told that bitch to get out, because I ain't putting up with her shit. How's she gonna sit here and cry that she got kicked out and then say she left me at the same fucking time? You see what I'm saying? Anything to get some sympathy and attention. But here, looks like you getting it now, huh, honey? That loft and my office in the shop was supposed to be her office. She lived here rent-free for a year and was supposed to be working on becoming a mortgage loan officer, which is only a 6-week course. Or some shit like that. Slacked off, blamed me for her not getting her work done. And I don't know how the fuck I could stop her, because I'm slaving fucking ass paying all the bills here, including her meals and her kids' meals and taking them out to eat and all that fucking shit, too. And I told her at the time, I was like, look, I got everything right now. I was like, the only thing I expect you to do is if you're not going to work, cook and clean. But then, because I said that, she slaves herself, right? And she don't even have to fucking cook and clean all the goddamn time, because I'm a grown-ass adult and I pick up after myself. I make my kids pick up after themselves. On top of that, the countless times, sometimes in a week's time, we eat out that I also fucking pay for. So yeah, it's totally my fault that she's broke and homeless, and this all just happened because I'm just some big mean monster. Yep. So believe all the shit she told you. Believe every fucking bit of it. But first ask yourself why it happened. Next time she tells you something about me, ask her why first. Ask her what she did and listen to her say, oh, well, I just did nothing. Some bullshit excuse. No, I don't love her now. No, I don't. I Told her this last time she came back, the next fucking time you do that, that is it. There will be no turning back. And I felt it then. Man, my heart's about to turn cold towards this bitch. She better act right. And yeah, she called my mom and said, I hope your cancer treats you well. You want to know why she did that? Because she was on TikTok running her fucking mouth about me, and my sister and my mom saw it and stood up for me. Oh yeah, how dare them? Sorry that you don't have family that gives a fuck enough to do that, but I do. And we're not pieces of shit because you have trauma issues from what your family put you through. And here's what's fucked up, okay? May not be your fault. Okay? May not be your fault. All the trauma and bullshit you went through and your drunken escapade with your brother and all that shit may not be your fault. Your fucking responsibility. I know, always talking about my kids. Always, but my kids don't fucking like her. They don't. Braxton and Keaton both have looked at me and said, Daddy, please don't let her come back. We're happy when she's not here. It's always fighting when she's here. She's always being mean. My oldest will break down in tears talking about her. Because I know for a fact she spanked my child. Okay? And I took her side about it, trying to have faith in her as a partner. Son, if she told you to do something and you didn't do it, that's why you got spanked. And now if I'm a piece of shit for anything, it's for playing that card instead of telling her to get her fucking shit and get the fuck out right then. That's okay. One time in 3 years, I spanked her daughter. But I also told her she wasn't going to scream and yell and tell me she hates me here. She wasn't going to tell her mom she hates her here. And that I didn't give a shit what her daddy had to say about it. Because I had gone to her daddy. And I told that man he could walk right up in my house if we called him to handle his daughter. He didn't have to come right then. He'd come next day, next morning, after he gets off work, whatever. Walk in, handle your fucking child. Thank you, sir. Have a good night. Won't play the food before you go. Talk to you later. It could have been that fucking easy. But no, he told me he's going to whip my ass if I handled that child in my house that he's not supporting. And at the time, she was here over 50% of the time. And I was more of her dad than he's ever fucking been. Matter of fact, I got messages in my phone of Taryn and screenshots of Taryn telling both baby daddies that I hadn't at the time been around but for 2 years. But how come I was a better dad to their kids than they ever were? And I've done more for her kids than they ever have because I fucking have. See, I don't have a problem accepting a child in like my own. I love children. Okay. But when you put me in a position of your kids or my kids, fuck your kids. I didn't justify it. You're damn right. I did that. Ask her how many times I got cracked before that fucking happened. Ask her how she got in my son's fucking face this close, screaming at him, telling him that the reason his mommy ain't around is because of his piece of shit daddy. Then you ask yourself why that happened. You putting yourself in a grown man's position right there. That's my kids. Man or woman, be prepared to start looking for a flying fucking fist. Closed one, balled up tight. Damn right. That's my kid. I go to jail over my kid, and I'll put you in the ground for him too. And the orthodontist fucking office. You ain't about to fuck with my kid. It's a good life. Sorry you got to go to work. Why don't you get your ass to fucking work before you end up broke and on your ass like she is? It's a good life. Sorry you got to go to work. Why don't you get your ass to fucking work before you end up broke and on your ass like she is? Why don't you get your